All right, we just start with those nice shoulder rolls up, back, and down. Try and get those elbows into it. Get the shoulders to lift up, pull back, and drop down. Take a wider stance, bigger movement through those arms, maybe a little sway side to side if you want. And then a really wide stance so that you can bend your knees, roll through that spine and open. Roll through the spine as if you're doing a cat and squeeze open in a cow. Rolling and opening 2 more times. All right, relax that. Grab your book, put it in your left hand like you're going to school. Step touch for me. Just hold your book. Then you're going to start angling to with your right foot in front, your left foot behind. Bring that arm down. Give me a bicep curl. I hope you have a large enough hand to grip this. I didn't think about that. You could do it this way too. A little more pressure on your thumb, so you have to decide if that's okay with you. Good. Last 2 like this, stepping, touching. Beautiful. Come on back to center. Transfer your book into your left hand. And again, you can hold it this way or the other way, like you're going to school. And your step touching and your bicep curling. You can do whatever you want with that other arm. Oh, I messed myself up. I'm going to let the other arm hang. Good. We're going to go over to that first side again. Taking our book again. We're going to do a little hamstring curl. And we're going to bring our arm straight back as we hamstring curl. So a little tricep. Squeeze and press. Squeeze and press. So I'm squeezing my hamstring, pressing my arm, tricep extension. Two more. Step touch only, transfer your book. Again, you can hold it however you want. We have that hamstring curl and extend that arm. So you get that tricep. Two more. Beautiful. Now, step touch, but gracefully put your book down. Keep that step touch going and turn it into a step up on the book. Pump those arms, both of them this time. Then go on that same angle that we did before. Give me both biceps. Good. One more time. Turn that into a hamstring curl. Both arms extend. Really press back with those triceps. Few more. Beautiful. Bring it over to the other side. We're back in that step touch again. And then step up on the book. Little running arms. Bicep curls. Few more. Good. Turn that into a hamstring curl. Press your fingers, or excuse me, your palms to the back. And a tricep extension. Last 2. Beautiful. Other side. Step up with that other foot. See if you can come up on your tippy toe. So make it a little raise. Other leg sticks out to the side, and we're back to those running arms. So you're up on those tippy toes. You should be getting some calf work here, yes? Hopefully. Raise up on those toes. Way up. Other leg out to the side. I like him to put it on a little bit of an angle. Last two. Stay up on the book. Find your balance. Up on those tippy toes. Tap down and up, down and up. Now, I want most of this work to come from your calf, but for balance, you can tap that other foot down, right? So it has really nothing to do with your left leg. It's all about that right calf. I'm feeling this already. I hope you are. Right. Last two. Last one. Woo. Put those toes up on the book and then step forward with the opposite leg. Oh, let that heel just hang on the floor so you're getting a nice stretch. Bend that knee. That's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to stay forward. And then we get to go up to the other side. So again, you're coming up and coming up on those tippy toes. Doing your best to come up on those tippy toes. Other leg just lengthens out to the side. Like you're doing a jeté or something. It's fun. You can do that if you want. Almost there. Beautiful. All right, we stay up with that toe. We're going to raise up, lift and lower through the heel. Other toe can just tap down for balance, but it's all in that calf. Two more. Toes up on the book, heel off, and then step forward with your opposite foot. Wrap your hips under to get that stretch, then bend that knee a little bit. Ooh, shake all of that out. All right, let's grab your book again, please. Bring your palms under the book. Bring your legs out wide. Give me a little bit of a plie. Extend those arms up, and then squeeze back. Down and squeeze. Sit down in a chair. Extend those arms forward as you do that. Keep that going for me, please. Arms extend as you sit down. Nice long straight arms. Few more. Good. Sit down. Transfer the book into your left hand. And again, you can kind of choose how you want to do this. This time, you're going to sit down, bring the book in front of you, come up, press it behind you as you squeeze your booty forward. A little bit of a tuck here. I'm going to come forward, tap, forward, tap, forward, tap. I'm sitting down a little bit more of a squat than a plie, right? Two more. Beautiful. Back to center, transfer the book to the other hand. Sit down as you come up, press. You're kind of doing a little bit of a pelvic thrust here. Keep it going. And relax. Now that book goes back down on the floor. Sorry, I'm crooked. And I didn't ever go next. Put that book on the floor, step up on it with your right leg. Let your left leg hover in space. Take your right hip, let it sit a little bit to the side, and then pull it under you. Pull it under you. Pull it under you. So this is just that hip lift that we do sometimes. It's kind of subtle. It has nothing to do with that left leg, right? Left leg just happens to be moving only because of what my right hip is doing. Tuck it under, tuck it under. Ooh, almost there. I hope you guys really feel these. Last two, last one. Left leg hangs in space. Right knee bends until the left heel grazes the floor. Stand up. Graze up. Graze up. So again, working that right glute, excuse me, and also right quad at this point. And again, I really hope you feel these, just because I do, so it feels like you should too. Last two, and last one. Yikes. We'll stretch that in a few minutes, but let's step up with the left leg. So right foot hovers in space. I'm going to let my left hip drift a little, and then I'm going to squeeze and tuck it under, hip lift. Squeeze and tuck under. So I only let it go to the side that first time to kind of illustrate my point, but it's mostly about lifting and tucking under, and you should feel it through your left glute med, right through here, left outer thigh, and your quadricep, especially that VMO right through here. Two more. Beautiful. Now we bend that knee, let the right heel barely tap, stand up, tap and lift, tap and lift. All because you're bending that left knee the tiniest bit, letting it come forward. Ooh, almost there, feeling it. And come down. We'll shake that out. We have another round to go, and then we'll stretch all of that out. So right leg goes up on that book again. This time, we're going to let those left toes glide forward as we bend our right knee and stand up. Bend and come up. Bend and come up. As always, there's no weight on that left leg. Just that right knee bending and straightening. Two more. Beautiful. Now that leg reaches to the side. Scoot those hips back a little. You guys can hold hands here. You can do some arm work if you want. You can do arm work to the side. You can come up, come out, whatever you want to do. Good, and two more here. Beautiful, now here's the strong one. Straighten this left leg by tightening that quadricep. Reach, reach, reach by bending, bending, bending into the right, and then come up. Reach. So again, whatever you want with your arms, an arm up by your ear will make it more challenging. Both arms up by your ears will make it very challenging. So you choose. And relax. Ah, we come off that book. Let's bring that right leg up and over. Shoot those hips to the right, arms go to the left. Then bend both knees, keep the legs crossed. Bend them down. Roll and extend cat-cow. Roll and extend cat-cow. And then come into your cow and see if you can straighten both legs and really feel that in that right hip. Adding on, support with your left hand, right arm up, reach, 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 up, 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 back through center, and around other leg. So left foot up on your book, Right toes slide forward because you're bending your left knee. And of course, you'll be able to bend that left knee farther than I'm doing. Arm work, anything you want. Leave your hands here, bring them out to the side or forward, whatever you want. Good. One more each way. Well, not each way, sorry. All right, now that side one, we bend to the side, we sit into it, we reach. And again, whatever you want with those arms. And here comes the lovely one, straighten that right leg. Glue that quad so that, or tighten that quad so that kneecap lifts and the leg stays straight, reach back by bending. Again, options are to lift an arm up as you reach back, opposite arm, both arms. If that feels like a lot, maybe a V instead of an I, you choose. And relax. Ooh, left leg up and over. We spin, reach, come back, bend both knees, hands on your thighs, roll through cat, inhale through cow, stick that booty out, roll through cat, inhale through cow. Now supporting yourself with that right hand, straighten those legs, bring that left arm up, 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 up. Ooh, down and round, shake all that out. All right, let's grab that book again, please. In your chair this time. Gosh, I almost did a class without the chair. Huh. I have to try that. Okay, so you're gonna have some options here. Sometimes this book, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna start on the other leg just for that reason. Sometimes your pants or your book are too slippery to hold here, right? So if that's the case, you can either keep it hand gently here, or you can use that book in your hand for weight. So I'm going to kind of demonstrate both. So it's behind your leg, other knee bends, come into that flat back position as much as possible. That might help you hold that book, and then flex through the heel and lift to the sky. Now, while you're doing that, the other option is to just keep the leg doing that, and the arm is just going to do an easy bicep curl. So you guys, lots of options here. Two more. Stand it up. The leg that you just worked that was holding the book, step it out, bend the other knee, flatten your spine, roll the toes up and roll back, hamstring stretch, roll the toes back down, bend both knees, come up. Next round, same leg is working, right? So same leg is going to hold on to that book. Good. And again, you may have to give yourself a little bit of help here. We want to flare to the side. If that's not happening, keep your leg going and match the arm. So you get that medial deltoid right here. Other leg is bent. And relax. This time, you're going to take the leg you just worked across, stick that booty out, round it under, stick it out. Bring that leg down, other leg comes across, stick the tailbone out, round it under, stick it out again. All right, other side. So look behind that leg. Long flat back. Flex through the heel, press to the sky, bicep curl. Other knee is bent. Almost there. Bring it up. The leg you just worked that was holding the book steps forward on an angle, back leg bends. Ooh, roll those toes up and roll them down. Bend both knees, bring it up. Look behind that leg again. Again, we're going to stand up tall. That leg is flaring to the side. Hold the book with your hand or let it be and use that for deltoid shoulder work. And relax. Leg you just worked goes across. Woo, tailbone out. Round it under. Tailbone out again. Switch legs. Standing leg crosses. Long tailbone. Round it under. Stick it out again. Beautiful. Bring that up. All right. We're taking our book with us as we come down to the ground. Don't need your chair though. Come on down for a seated position to start with, please. Ankles together and book in between your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Hold that book in place. Get a little hinge back. Open those arms. Rotate toward me. Back arm is going to come up. So we're just rotating side to side with a slight little hinge. 2 more times like that. And come to center. Forward and back this time. Just single count roll downs. And come up. We're putting those together. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, face me. Exhale, come up. Go, inhale at the top. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale, rotate the other way. Exhale, come up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center and up. Inhale at the top. Exhale to go back. Inhale to open. And then you can just start to make that a fluid thing. Just give me 4 more, so that's 8 moves. And relax. All right, you get to roll all the way back. You're bringing your book with you. Knees are bent. Book in that left hand, right hand across your ribs. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull the ribs down towards your hip. Hollow out your abs. Reach that left arm so that your knuckles are almost touching the ground. Feel how that makes your ribs and your low back want to pop up. So let's find the strength in your abs to press the ribs down. Beautiful. And then that arm comes straight above you. Inhale up and over, no movement through the torso, just that arm moving freely in the shoulder joint. So that we're working some tricep, a lot of abs, a little bit of chest. Adding on, arm comes overhead, we bend it, we straighten it, and we come up. So now we did add that tricep. Bend and straighten and up and over, bend, straighten and up. And now arm up and over, bend it, straighten it, straighten it, straighten it, straighten it. Try and get your elbows so you can hardly even see it out of the corner of your eye. And relax. I hope you felt that on that tricep. Take that arm across your body. Bring it up and over so it's touching the opposite shoulder. Then bring it overhead and maybe put the palm on the ground so you get a nice little tricep stretch. And then walk it over to the same shoulder. And then relax. Bring that book onto your right hand. Take your left palm across your ribs. Bring your right arm all the way over so the knuckles are pretty much just touching the ground. Pull those ribs in and back up. So we exhale up and over, inhale up. Sorry, inhale up and over and exhale to come up. Inhale up and over, exhale up. Good. Arm up and over, bend it, straighten it, and come up. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. And then lastly, up and over, bend and straighten, 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 straighten. Oh, good. Bring that arm across, give it a little love. Bring it to the opposite shoulder. Overhead, maybe palm flattens down. You can try different angles. And then over to the other side. And then relax, bring that book straight above you. Deep breath in, exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Bring the arm overhead, stay lifted. Bring the arm above you, overhead and above you, overhead and above you. One more time, overhead and above you. Roll down, up, reach, down, exhale, lift, inhale, reach, exhale, down again, exhale, lift, inhale, reach, exhale, down. One more like that. Exhale, lift, inhale, reach, exhale, down. Add the legs to that. So we're going to lift and reach everything down. And we reach. Now, if that bugs your neck, you have the option to keep your head down the whole time or to keep your head up the whole time. Two more. Good. Bring that book into your left hand. Bring your right leg up in the air, left leg tabletop, stretch them both opposite directions and up. Reach and up. Keep your abs flat as you reach. Stretch and up. So left arm overhead as the right leg lowers. Try and keep that left leg pretty quiet. I know mine's moving a little bit. Two more. And then we switch it up. Right knee, tabletop, left leg extends, right arm overhead as the left leg reaches, back up, reach, and reach, and reach, and reach. Almost there. And relax, bring that book on top of your shins. Whew, that should feel good for your low back. That was a lot. Little rock side to side. Bring that book into your right hand. Bring that to your right. Lift your legs tabletop and let them drop to the left, please. Nice big twist. Then bring your right leg back through center. Left leg follows. Book in your left hand. Arms to the right. Excuse me, legs to the right. And back up through center. All right, couple options here. Lift your legs tabletop and you can let them go side to side. If you want to work quite a bit harder, you get your book and you bring it between your knees so that as you go side to side, you have more weight. Try and keep those legs tabletop, so don't let the feet dangle if you can help it. Beautiful. Back through center. Woo, book goes across your ribs or down where your tummy is, or maybe tries to do both. Legs in tabletop for toe touches. Deep breath in as the leg moves away. Exhale, bring them up. Keep that book steady. So your ribs stay nice and flat underneath the weight of the book. You can do a single leg toe touch if that works better for you. If you want more challenge, you can bend your knees bring your knees apart, keep your heels together. More challenge would be single leg lower, straight leg. More challenge than that would be your double leg lower. But you find which one works best for you. Sometimes that longer lever, you can't go as far. Maybe with that bent knee, you can go a little deeper and find those abs. So whichever one you're doing 4 more for me, please. Beautiful. You're going to roll over onto your side facing me, stack those knees up. Take your book on that top leg and then just put your palm on top of it. Give me a little mouse house under your waistline. Heels together, toes apart, pivot open. Keep that going, please. Waistline lifted. Beautiful. Now lift the heels up in the air and pivot from there. Good. Straighten out both legs. Book is still on that top leg. Waistline is lifted. You're in a long straight line. Lift that top leg. Point the toes down a little bit and gently tap your toe to your toe and lift up again. And relax. That upper hip should be quite feeling this by now. Then you're just going to come up, you're going to slide that book to the bottom of your mat. Put your bottom foot on first. Top leg can either go right on top or in front. We're doing a side plank, so we're going to push the shoulder back, lift up out of it, engage the lats, a lot of space between your ears and shoulders, and then come on up in your side plank. Keep thinking about, instead of dropping this hip, I want you to lift it an inch, but not up and down. It's up, 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 higher, 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 and down. Other side. So we start with that clam series. So you're going to lie down. Everything is stacked up, ankles, knees, hips. Hook on that top leg, palm on that. Create your mouse house under your waist, heels together, toes apart, pivot open. Good. Now we're going to keep the knees down on the ground and with those heels in the air and pivot from there. Beautiful. We straighten out both legs. Mouse house, long straight line. Lift that top leg up, turn the toes down, tap the toes. And relax, bend that knee. Ooh, give that hip a little bit of love, and then as you come up, feel free to fold your mat from extra cushioning at your elbow. The book goes at the bottom. Your bottom foot leg goes on first, your bottom foot goes on first, top leg either on top or crisscrosses. Come into that side plank and then think up higher, up higher, up higher, 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 higher. Keep going, lifting, 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 and down. Nutmeg's getting the mail, if you saw that. All right, and then we come over onto our abs, book out on the floor. Hopefully it's a book and that your book will move a little bit and that you'll have the ability to slide here. So hands on top of that book, stretch those toes long, lift those kneecaps, abs are drawn in. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. You know what you're gonna do. You're gonna squeeze and pull back. You're gonna squeeze and pull back. Good, good, good. Keep going. Keep going. Hopefully you guys know you're doing this beautiful extension. Right, so hands slide back, you lift up. Right, here we are, lifting and squeezing and relaxing down. Deep breath in, press down, squeeze and lift. Should mostly be shoulder blade work. You might feel a little bit in your low back. And relax. We're going to press back in our resting position. If you want to bring your book with you, so you can take a little tuck here, sit back on it. And then last thing we'll do, go ahead and put that book on the floor, tuck your toes on top of it, slide yourself out for a regular plank. Just giving good alignment, head in line with your spine, nod yes, back of the neck is long, shoulders are broad, abs are in, tailbone is under. And then relax it down. Feel free to windshield wiper your legs side to side, but eventually meet me on your spine with those legs in and that book behind your hamstrings. And then just take a little rock side to side. Bring that book behind the right leg. Fix it. Here you go. Beep. Nutmeg's here for the stretch part. Just like everybody, she likes that part best. All right, right knee into your chest, giving it a nice tug. Feel those ribs and thighs meet. Left leg can drop a little bit to the left. Good girl, be a good girl. Good. And then we're gonna flip that book. So it still helps push my thigh down, but it presses my shin perpendicular to the ground. Then we're going to bring that back through center. We're going to straighten out the left leg, slide the book up, point at the top, bend your elbows, bring your nose closer to your knee, flex to the heel, bring it down. And then again, we're going to close that book, but this time we're going to bring it on the outside of that right knee. And that foot is going to tap onto the left thigh, right arm off to the side. And we're just pushing with that book. I don't think she liked the P, the pushing. We're getting a nice stretch on the outside of that hip. And then we'll go ahead and grab that book with our right hand, so it will help keep our right shoulder down as we let that hip go all the way over, if you like, to the left. And of course, as you come back through center, you're going to rotate. We'll leave that book over there. We're going to figure 4 it. Left leg goes up and we'll rotate through that ankle. We're going to point and flex. We're going to bend that knee, crisscross all the way. And once again, slide that right hand underneath the book and knees go left. And then we'll come back through center. We're gonna grab that book and bring it behind the left thigh this time. Gonna give it a hug over to the left, let that right leg drop open. And then we'll flip that book, press down, press up. Begin to straighten out that right leg if you'd like. Come back through center, slide the book up, point the toe, bend your elbows, bring your nose and knee close together, and then come down. Bend that knee, put the book on the outside, put your left toes on your right thigh, and give it that beautiful weighted stretch. Just a stretch for the hip right now. And then go ahead, put the book in your left hand and let the knee drop to the right. Back through center, it crisscrosses so you can thread your needle. Right ankle, let's get mobility through there, please. And then finally, we'll bend that knee, crisscross all the way. Left hand snakes under the book again, and knees drop to the right. Beautiful, all the way back up through center. Hug both knees in, roll up or roll like a ball, however you want to get onto your hands and knees, please. Undulate through that cow and roll back through that cat. And then bring everything into a nice boxy shape, tuck your toes, lift yourself up, pedal those feet out. Walk back, God, yes, and shape no, bend your knees, hands on your thighs, cat and cow. And curtsies